Well, hello everybody. It's freezing cold here. It might even snow again. I know. That's the weather report from here in Texas. I hope it's not too cold or too hot wherever you are. Down in Australia, still summertime. Hey folks, I'm going to shave today. I'm going to shave with a new old razor that I just got the other day. It's a 1956 Gillette red tip. There you go. Now this was, they had several kinds. It had like a blue tip and a black and a just silver, but the red was the most aggressive. So I've shaved with this once, I think, and I'm gonna shave with it again today. It's in beautiful shape. Look at this, got it on eBay. And it looks like it's never been shaved with before. 1956, there's a little bit of paint off of the red tip, but that's okay. Otherwise, I mean, I lucked out. I lucked out with that one. I'm gonna use a derby blade with this, just because I always use feather blades, and I've got these other ones laying around. I was like, I could use that. Let's go ahead and get out the old derby and load it up. This is a twist to open, which is my favorite kind of razor. Even though my favorite razors are not twist to open, except for Grandpa Grungy, he is. But yeah, just load it on there like you normally would. There we go. And lock that sucker down. Now I've got the Global Shave Club replica of this coming, so I'll talk about that some other time. It's coming in the mail. And what am I going to do? I'm going to lather up with another brush from the same company as last week, or last time, the AP Shave Company. I totally forgot their name, and their logo just looks like scribble, but it's the AP Shave Company. There'll be links below in the description. I love these little brushes. They're kind of small, but they look kind of vintage, and I believe this is a synthetic. I could be wrong. Oh no, it's not synthetic. It's a real badger brush. I can smell it. Uh-oh, that means I got to do extra work because I always have a hard time. I think I just don't use enough soap. Soap, you say? Yeah, nice segue, huh? Williams Mug Shaving Soap. I'm going to use it sans mug, without a mug. I'm going to use it in my hand. And I haven't used this in a long time. I think I used it once. This company's been around since 1840. And it says, try Aquavelva aftershave. Aquavelva. I don't know how old this is. It's got a barcode, but no other date. So I don't know if it's vintage or not. I don't think it is. I think it's a fairly new one. You can still buy them everywhere. Williams Mug Shaving Soap. But before, I'm going to do a what? I don't know. I was looking through my little bag and I found this Proraso Crema Pre-Barba. So this one has eucalyptus and menthol. Oh, smells like mentholyptus. Smells like Hall's brand mentholyptus mentholatum that you put, or mentholatum. Are those two different ones? Anyway, it's got menthol in it. We're going to use it. And then the post shave, I found this Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Why not? I'm a sensitive man. All right. I took a shower. I did my hair, as you can tell. I'm going to put some hot water on my face. I had a lovely shave yesterday with the America razor, which I will be talking about soon. And I'm going to compare this one. I was going to do it today, but then I didn't feel I needed to do a lot more extra work. Because I'm lazy, I didn't want to do it today. It's cold outside. It's cold. I want to stay cozy. I want to go have lunch and be cozy. But this is the America razor, and we'll talk about that later. I've used it once before, but I'm going to compare it to Harry's, because that comes from a shaving subscription service, just like Harry's, but this is a safety razor. All right, we got the blade loaded up. We need to lather this sucker up. I'm gonna make sure there's not too much. Now I just dunked that in, so I'm gonna kind of like let some of the water out, and I'm just gonna lather away. Turn puck over maybe. I'm just gonna get a lot, because I think with these natural badger brushes, I don't put enough water in it. I mean soap. I get kind of stingy, so I need to, it's lathering up very well. Good stuff. I mean, they've been doing it since 1840. Can you imagine some gentleman wearing his breeches and his top hat in the 1850s somewhere, shaving with the same stuff? Shaving not with a safety razor, though. Shaving with a straight razor. Probably going to the barber to do it. You think? That's why they had those big beards back then. All right. So I'm going to put the little puck down. Put it kind of on the edge here. And I'm going to get all of this good shaving cream, this soap. And I'm going to do this first so I don't waste it. All right. Then I'm going to wash my hands. I'm giving you the play-by-play. Everything I do, you're privy to it all, whether you want to be or not. Yeah, this is definitely not synthetic. This is a Badger brush. AP Shave Company. They make beautiful little brushes, and I want to thank them again. They sent these to me a long time ago, a couple of years ago now, it seems. All right. Hey, that's good stuff. Williams mug. All right. Like I said, I did shave. I don't mind an aggressive razor, so I did shave this the other day. I can't remember what I thought, so this will remind me. So we got the Derby blade in there. Here we go. 1956. This is why I like using vintage razors. It's just more interesting for me. Now my daily razors, like the Rockwell and right on its heels, the Murica razor, it's like a baby Rockwell. I'll talk about that more later. They're not vintage. Because, you know, every now and then you buy a vintage one and it might need some tuning up or the plating is off. Can you hear the rain? There's rain. There's soft rain falling. It's cold outside. Cold for here. Right now it's like 33 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's going to stay that way till next week. There's this polar, air mass that somehow slipped out of the North Pole and is sliding down the United States. And we're right in its path. This thing doesn't feel too aggressive. I've certainly shaved with more aggressive razors than this, like the Parker 99R, the Mula R41. And you can get these for not too expensive, $25, $30 on eBay. Just be careful and check all the pictures. And don't spend too much. I did cut myself shaving yesterday on my chin, so I'm going to have to watch that. There's a little spot there that I just was reminded of because I saw it. I don't want to reopen that, but if I do, I'll take care of it. This razor is in such beautiful shape. 1956. That's crazy. I love it. This thing has probably been sitting in drawers and antique stores for God, who knows how long. Who knows the last person that shaved with it? Could have been 2 weeks ago, for all I know. It feels good. It doesn't feel like one of their high-end models, Gillette, like the Fat Boy or even the Slim. But it's fine. It's fine. I've still got plenty to go. Oh, geez, I forgot to use this. Okay, dang it. Why didn't you guys remind? You probably did remind. You were screaming, where did you use the Pro Rosso? Well, no better time than the present. Just use a little bit here. Spread it around. Get some of that, slippery menthol goodness. I still got plenty of whiskers left, but this will help out. Woo! I know a lot of you swear by the Pro Rosso and that mentholated stuff. It's really good. Good stuff. All right. It's not a pre-shave, it's a mid-shave. Mid-shave. I just named it that. All right. Second pass, or second ladder. I'm losing track now that I use that. It's thrown my whole game off. Smells great. This mug shaving soap doesn't have a very strong smell. At least the puck I have, it might have lost some of its scent. Because I've had it for a couple of years now. And it's not a high-end soap, so they're not necessarily going to use fragrance with essential oils or anything fancy like that. Not that I need essential oils. All right, across the grain, folks. Listen to the quiet noise of the rain gently. Hear that? You hear the whiskers and the whispers of the rain. That's going to be my new album. It's an easy listening yacht rock album, Whiskers and Whispers of the Rain. So that'll be on Spotify pretty soon. I'm looking forward to getting about 13 cents off that. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. The combination of that menthol and the mug, the Williams mug, it's good. It's like a good soapy, clean scent. I'm really enjoying it. When are they going to finally invent smell-o-vision, huh? They've been promising that to us since the 50s. Did you ever, there was some promotion going on in the 80s where you went down to like your local 7-Eleven and you picked up this card because there was going to be a show on that night, like a movie, and it was going to be smell-o-vision. And it was a scratch and sniff. Do you remember scratch and sniffs when you were a kid? You get these stickers and it would have a picture of a grape. Like if you did well in elementary school, they'd put it on your piece of paper and you scratch it. Smell like grape. My finger doesn't smell like grape, but you get what I'm saying. But anyway, so this thing, there was some special like movie on, and it was smell-o-vision, and in different sections of the movie they'd say, okay, now scratch number 3 and smell that, it's popcorn, you know. That's about as close as they've come. But technology these days, with all these, as I said, essential oils, you could like squirt little things out in the movie theater. Because that's something you don't think about when you think about history. What did history smell like? Can you imagine? Like, say New York City in the summer, before there were cars, when everything was being pulled by thousands of horses. Just imagine the horse manure smell on a typical hot summer day. In any big city like that. Oh my. And the people weren't bathing. And they didn't have deodorant. Woo! I'm a huge fan of history. And if I went back in time and visited, I'd be like, no. I'm out of here. I should have been a historian. Although I don't think I'd want to have to write books. I don't know if I could. Has anybody watching this ever written a book or written a novel? Even if it wasn't published. I wonder if I could do that, you know? Like if it was a fiction book. Keeping track of all the characters and figuring it all out. Or if it was a non-fiction book. You know, figuring out, doing all the research. I admire people that can do that. All right. I'm in love with this little razor. It feels great. It feels solid, you know? You know what I discovered yesterday when I was shaving? Normally, on the third pass, I go on an angle still. I went sideways because the hair grows that way. Man, it was smooth. I'm going to do that again today. I don't like it. It's not as comfortable as I'm shaving, but I like it when I'm done. And I'm going to go real careful and real light. I mean, I'm barely holding this razor. And it's a light razor. It's a medium to light razor. Got a good weight to it. I know there's a bunch of people watching that have used these constantly for years, but this is my first one. I don't know why I never bought one before. I guess it just didn't interest me. I was like, oh yeah. Snob. Listen to me. I don't know if I want that razor. God. I'm an idiot. It's doing a great job. Doesn't feel aggressive at all to me. If I'm not mistaken, they have a blue and they have a silver. Do they have a black? I can't remember. Black tip? Maybe not. This, I think it would have been their mid-range kind of razor back then. They hadn't yet come out with a Fat Boy in 1956. That was, I believe, 58 was the first year. So I wonder what else they were selling. You know, if you go on the guys over at Razor Emporium, you check out their YouTube channel, they know everything. I mean, seriously. Some of it's really interesting. So if you hear me, you know, yakking about something and I say, I don't even know, go over and check out Razor Emporium. They know. All right. Getting down to the last. I've kind of avoided that cut that I got yesterday. And the reason I did is because I was getting a little too brazen and going over the same spot in a weird way. And I was like, as soon as I did, I was like, dang it. Because the shave was going so well until that point. I promised myself I wouldn't do it. All right. Can I get the same problem areas that I always get? And I'm sure you got them too on your face. Oh, let me get this here. This was what a great little razor. I lucked out, man. I lucked out. eBay, $30. 1956. Got a phone call in the middle of the video. That'll teach me. Should always put it on airplane mode. Anyway, what was I going to do? Oh, yes. I was done shaving. I was going to wash off my face. So smooth. I love taking the time, putting in the work to get such a close shave. I mean, I don't think I ever, before I started, shaving like this, 10 years ago, I was standing in the shower with a Mach 3 and a can of Barbasol and a foggy mirror that it said it was anti-fog, but it was not. It fogged up every time. And I just had to get it over with. And I don't think I ever touched my face afterwards. It was like, done. But this, I'm like, all day, I'm like, ooh. As I said, I'm an idiot. All right. Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm. Somebody sent this to me a while back. I'm going to shake it up. I don't think you need to, but I'm going to shake it up. It is in a glass bottle. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. Okay. It is kind of liquidy, so be careful. Sorry. Don't want too much to come out. People swear by Nivea. Shaving cream, shaving gel in a can, stuff like that. Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Nice, clean. Everything smelled nice and clean. And I like that. I hope you did too. I hope you have a good weekend. Stay warm. If you're in the middle of all this like we are, stay inside if you're up in the northern part of the United States. And if you're down in Cancun or something, down South America, have a good time. Put your bathing suit on, go swimming. All right, everybody. Have a good one. See you soon. Bye.